Hi everybody and welcome back to another Roblox Royal High episode with me, Patch, and today we're going to be talking about the likes and dislikes I have on Royalloween, but I'm not going to do it on my own because we're going to go over and see Spon because she's here. Hi Spon.
Oh, hi Patch.
Oh, very nice.
It's not very spooky. Oh, look, there's candy over there, Patch. Do you want to get candy from my candy bowl?
Oh, come on, you can do it.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I think I've got a little spooky corner here. I've not completely redone it like Patch has. Which would have been very, very good, but...
Which way shall I stand? Shall I stand
know.
over here?
Depends on how you want to... Because we're just going to have a little stay.
That's quite nice. We're going to have a little chinwag, aren't we?
A little chinwag and a little chat about what we thought about Royalloween this year. Well, think about it, as we record this, we're about halfway through. So
yes, because it's going through November now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be hitting November in a moment. So it's a good way, kind of halfway through the Royalloween event, but at the end of October, to talk about what we thought about what happened.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was lack of communication. If they'd told us that it was going to be delayed, I think it would have solved a lot of problems in the community.
Yeah, it's just the lack of communication is quite severe, and people just don't want to be in the dark.
No, just
I mean, one of the first things about customer service is that people just want to know. Like, think about a situation like where you're at an airport and your flight's being cancelled. People are less. It's been statistically proven. People are less angry when they know why and they're being communicated with and they feel like they're forgotten or left behind.
Yeah, and just say, look, it's going to be a few days, and we'll keep you updated. Fine.
Just say we're on it. We haven't forgot it.
Yeah,
it's coming soon. And just didn't even say why. Just say we're working on things.
So let's talk about some positives then. What do we like about Royale? I loved the main campus with all the
the glow up or the glow down. Like I guess it's a bit of a spook down, wasn't it?
Yeah, the bats as butterflies was really good. I had one leaning on my book the other day, hanging upside down.
Yeah, I love the bats. I love the bats. Butterflies. I love the atmosphere. It feels so dark and spooky, and I love the atmosphere. And I also like. What they did with... Well, I like to call it Poppy's area.
Yes,
the office. It's actually called the office area. I always call it Poppy's area.
Yeah.
I like what the candles and the cobwebs and the little bunting they put up and I love the fact they gave her like spooky makeup.
Yes.
I like the stickers and all that on her face and the hat, and her news stories are quite nice. I will say just a slight downside, negative, is I wish they'd done something with the locker courtyard.
Yeah, because there was nothing. I mean, the rainy day room is fantastic.
Yes, that they did as well.
But
it was
nothing in the locker.
I get not changing the bathrooms.
Yes.
And actually, I would accept even not changing Poppy's area. But the thing was, because we're outside in main campus, it was all dark and gloomy and spooky. You're then outside again in locker courtyards, and it's all pink, shiny, and bright, like it's summer. Yes. And it's just a weird disco, especially when you teleport from main campus directly to lockers, and you're like, well, it's like I've time travelled slightly. I've gone into a different country.
Even in the headmistress's office, there's that purple pumpkin.
Yeah, they've done something in every single area that's new, except bathing quarters and doors, which I think is fine because you're indoors. Yeah. But the thing is, with it being an outside area like main campus, I just wish they'd have made it as spookified.
Yes.
As they had done. Though speaking of lockers, I'll move on to a positive.
Oh yeah,
I like the new locker doors.
Yes, I do as well. And I have to say, we did buy them. We play a lot, don't we? I don't think it's worth doing the locker because it's a lot of candies.
If you play for say an hour a day, do not bother.
Yes.
Is this something that if you've got like a tablet on, or you've got it on your phone and you've got it on the background while you're doing something else, or you're just on it quite a lot, maybe you're on it in the morning, then in the evening, if you're on it a few hours a day in some capacity, I think the lockers are worth getting. Because perhaps you've done a little mini, not very scientific experiment.
But I bought the locker and I bought it on the 18th of October, and I probably have it on a few hours a day.
Yeah, just on,
and I managed in 11 days to get 10,163 candies from it. So and that went to the 29th. So from then I'm earning.
Yeah, from the 29th onwards, and also this comes back next year, which it just should.
Yeah, I've got that already.
You're just earning free candy.
And talking about the candy, it's very expensive to buy things. If you can only get on the computer once a week, and you're doing your candy runs, you're doing everything else, you're not going to get enough to buy the steampunk set if you haven't got it before.
No.
And then all the extra. I mean, the bag was 10,000.
The bag's a really sad thing. That's probably a really low point.
Yeah.
Because the bag had previously been free.
Yes.
No one had to pay for the bag in the previous years.
Yeah.
And now you've had to pay for the bag.
And that's a lot.
And it was 10,000 candies.
That's a lot of candies because the main
so
way
we start off with 0. I started off with, I think, nearly 20.
Yes.
I think I started off with 20 from last year. So I bought the locker straight away and the bag straight away.
Yes.
But most people would have started, because a lot of people, I've seen so many people around campus.
People.
This is a good thing. So many new people around campus.
Yes.
A lot of people who are only level 1 or 2.
Yes.
They've only been playing for a couple of days. So they've come to Royal High because they've heard good things about it with the new school. And that's great. That's really good news.
Yeah.
But they are literally start from square one. And because they're starting at square one, they've got nothing.
Yes,
and they're going to have to grind so hard. And the thing is, for you and me, Patch, we're finding it easier to grind because we have those free slots unlocked.
Yes, we do.
So we have more chances to get more challenges and quests, and we get free level up files to get more money. And
we can buy. We bought our broomsticks,
and that's the thing. We bought our broomsticks.
It's diamonds.
So the thing is, with the diamonds we earn from getting those free slots, so you can buy things from the candy store without using the candy, by using the money. But then if you start from square one, you've got nothing.
Yeah, and someone said to me, and I do like the new candy bowls everywhere.
That's a positive.
They should have put a candy bowl in the headmistress.
Now here's my idea.
And because you've got a brilliant idea of this one.
There should 100% be a candy bowl
in that purple pumpkin.
In the purple, or with the headmistress office. And then obviously it's like, you get the quest. You can walk in and grab the candy. But if you're like that desperate, it's another reason to do the vent challenge again and break in to get the candy. It's a quite fun thing to do with a group of friends, maybe. Yeah. So maybe you come in with a group of friends and you go say, let's break into the vent and get that candy. So I think it's another reason to do that quest, not just for the badge the one time, but to do it over and over again for the candy bowl.
Because the candy bowl's an easy thing just to go around and collect. It's only an hour, but you can do it. Because we used to do apple bobbing, which has been very controversial this year.
Yes.
Because a lot of people haven't got a computer. They work on their mobiles or their tablets. And it's very difficult to do the other... The ghost machine.
Yes, I play primarily on tablet.
Yeah.
And I can't do the ghost hunting. It's impossible.
And the trick-or-treating
is
very hard.
It's really difficult. It's so hard.
I find it hard to do it on the
I'm
computer.
Like walking into... I can't... And I'm not running or anything. I'm on slow. I'm struggling to get in and out of the doors, up and down the stairs. It's hard on a tablet. The easiest thing to do is the tapping of the apple bobbing. Now, the thing is... There's no other thing in Royal High, the new campus, that is difficult to, apart from, I'd say, Rainy Day Champion.
Yes.
But even the Homeworkers Due game, when you just tap the up and down arrows, you can do it on a screen quite easily. Yeah. So the tapping is handy for people on tablets, also people who may have a physical disability.
Yes. Yeah.
Or an issue with lots of movement running around. They need something a bit more stationary.
And they're not going to do the maze if you've got problems like that.
So what I'm saying is it's a shame that the apple bobbing, I understand why they did it because of the auto clickers. Yes. But it's a real shame that it's disadvantaged people who, I know we're talking about people who don't have much time or they want to be lazy or idle or whatever. I'm not talking about that. But people on tablets like me, I would struggle to get candy any other way. Yeah. And I just don't. I don't do trick or treat. It's too difficult on my tablet.
And I mean, they have addressed a little bit of the issue. They put in that you get 25 now per if you get an
instead
apple,
of 15.
and you get more chance of getting apple when you bob. But they could have easier put the bubbles up.
Now here's my solution. I have two solutions on how you can, and I'm hoping not to big myself up, but I hope they implement this next year. Yeah. First one, I think is relatively simple. Increase the bubble pop up.
Yes.
And as the bubbles pop up, that comes up more often when you're bobbing, and you have to press it. And you can't bob unless you.
And that solves the problems, doesn't it?
Here's my other idea, and I really like this one. You can bob as much as you like, but when any of your self-care needs, your food, your hygiene, or your sleep, any of them get to 0. Apple bobbing breaks. You can't do it anymore. It stops.
That's a good idea.
Because maybe have a little message. You're too hungry. You have to eat. Yeah. Or you need to have a shower. Or you're too tired. Go have a nap. And if any of those 3 are at 0, it just stops working. And that then proves that someone's there tapping on. Because I see some people on Reddit, for example, and they say stuff like, I wasn't idle or auto-clicking, but I'd like to have a movie on the background. Yeah. And I'd glance over and tap every now and then. They could easily still do that. Glance at, oh, look, my hunger's low. Yeah, and then eat a bit. Or, oh, no, I'm sure I've got to go to the wash quarters and get back up to 100. Or whatever. Or I'll go and nap in the leaf next to me, the leaf pile. I think that would stop the auto-clickers because obviously they're programmed to just click, 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 click.
Yeah, and that would solve that problem.
And it would break break if it hits any of those. It would make the person still have to be there to move the person around to either sleep, eat, or have a shower.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good solution. Stop it. And it's like, because you and I, when we Apple Bob last year, we obviously didn't have eating or hygiene.
No.
But when we reached 0, we did stop and we went over and had a sleep.
We did.
I think it would force people to do that. And so I hope that's implemented next year, personally.
Another thing that we both really like is the interface being all
oh gosh, I love the spooky
this,
purple stuff. I love it.
So much so, Spon's come up with another idea.
So,
Spon's idea.
So basically, on I was just showing my age a bit. On Neopets, everybody, there's this thing that when you're around for certain events, you get a colour. Like day everything's all purple, for example.
Yes.
Yeah. What Neopets do is that when that event's passed, let's say we're in spring, you can still activate this old theme set. You can
so if you wanted to go purple all year round,
you could. And so I think it's the thing. There was some critique when the new campus came out, particularly from the Gothic community or the darker community. Saying I love Royal High, there's so many Gothic items,
very pink.
but it's extremely bubblegum pink. It'd be lovely for, I don't want to speak on behalf of the Gothic community or anything, but I know there's people out there who would love to have this all year round and it'd be less in your face pink. So everything else saying that like the main campus goes back to normal. But just this, it'd be lovely if you could toggle different interfaces for you or any time of the year. Obviously, you have to be there to activate it. You can't just like, I've never experienced Halloween, but I want it. But if you're here to witness the event like we are all here now, you should be able to keep that all year round if you want to, in my opinion. I think it'd be a really nice thing to do if people don't like the pink.
Yeah, I do also like the new things they've added.
Oh my
I know
gosh,
they've been expensive, but we love the trees.
Oh my gosh, the trees are amazing,
the coffin,
by the way. Yeah.
The shell.
I've got the bag on at the moment, the little skull bag. I like the... we talked about how expensive the candy bag is, but I really do like it.
Shopping.
So there it is. Go shopping. And then candy shop. So I like the backpack. The backpack's really good. I love wearing it on my head. You may have not seen me in a certain video by a certain popular YouTuber, and I was in the background wearing that candy bag as a hat. So I really like that. So that was new. The skull bag I like. I see I'm wearing it right now. I really do like that.
Can I do the dorm style?
No, you can't from here, no.
I might go over to my thing because I think they've got some really good stuff in the...
Yeah, so you want to go over, hop over. I'll just stand here because I'd have to go and move myself otherwise, and I'm not going to do that. So
I like the... look, I can get me...
You get some more candy patch. So
I
like the candy bowls?
Like the candy. I think the candy bowls are a fantastic idea. I just wish they'd put them in more places. And the trick or treat.
And also the fact they've done like a mini update with them. There's some items you can now type text on.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah,
and that's not a Royalloween thing.
No, but it is nice to do it.
So it is nice, isn't it? So you're decorating because we're just looking at things. We're not actually putting things down. So... I think the Pumpkin Country was from before the Pumpkin, but this is
you can buy your own bowl.
But also the jack-o'-lanterns, and I like the fact you can carve the jack-o'-lanterns. Just to say as a general update as well, I love the fact you can resize things now. Yeah,
that's made a big difference with the moon, for instance. But they've got some lovely new things in.
Yep, and yes, and the only thing that of course is lovely. The only thing you were disappointed about was the opposite attracts handle. Which is a bat handle, and it's technically not available until New Year. You would have liked to have seen that. I would like to have seen
that now. Yeah. Because I was going to put bats up.
And she was upset that she couldn't do that.
And I was upset that the bat thing was... The other thing I'm a bit upset about is the lack... I know it's a lack of a new set. It's been a while since we've had a new set.
It's been over a year, I think, now.
And I think it would have been a really nice thing to have put the witchy...
Well, that's the thing.
Is it the whimsical witches...
Sleeves. Which the whimsy witch sleeves. The thing is, if they can't do a set for whatever reason...
Fair enough, they've been busy.
And I've got my own thoughts on that, but let's just give them that for a second. The sleeves seem to have existed
for a while. Just put it in.
Just put it in. We've seen
them. Put it in the game somewhere.
And I know I've seen theories about stuff like, they're redoing the arm mechanics and and it's hard with engineering.
Yeah, don't put it on the old model.
But for now, because it's not here, put
it on the old model.
We'd have all enjoyed it at least even for a few weeks if you needed reworking. Yeah. I think putting that at the end of the maze would have been a really good thing.
Do you want to have a chat about the maze when we finish off? Because...
Okay, we'll talk about. But I was going to say, just in relation to the Whimsy Witch sleeves, it should have been the final chest in the maze.
Yeah. That would have been great. That would have appeased a lot of people.
Yeah.
We all understand they've been busy. I haven't got a set. I mean, we were all disappointed we didn't get a school set, which we all thought we would be getting.
Yeah.
But fair enough, there might be something coming out at Christmas, but they could have put them sleeves in.
And if I may be negative still, They did a really good thing. Actually, this is a positive first. I like the new Halo.
I love the new Halo.
I think the Halo moves above your head and behind it is amazing.
Fantastic idea.
Great. I saw it in person. It was, again, in a certain video. A certain video who may prefer did the lighting for the video.
Yes.
You know, this event video had a purple glow about it. It was my headlamps. So I saw it in person just after it came out. And it is stunning and it's gorgeous and I love it.
Yeah.
I will say this, not against the Halo at all, but we have just proven that for certain that we can reach out to the community and say to them, you make some amazing stuff, let's put it in the game.
Yes.
We see so many fully 3D rendered concepts on Twitter.
Brilliant. Look
so
brilliant.
Many. And there's so many. And they're not sketches or drawings, they're fully 3D rendered concepts. Why on earth are the developers not reaching out to these amazingly talented fans?
They could get them to sign a contract or something.
Oh, yeah, sign a contract, relinquish the rights to get a payment of it.
Yeah.
You can but they've done it with the Halo patch.
Yes.
So if you can do it with the Halo, why can't they do it with the sets?
Yeah, exactly.
And that sort of thing just kind of irks me a little bit when we saw, there's no new set because of whatever reason, but here's a Halo we got from the community concept. So I'm like, well, why can't you do it with the set? So that's all again, I love the Halo, not coming out of Halo at all. I mean, if anything, I hope this is something to start anew that we will get more sets from the community. I'm hoping to actually trigger because of how good the Halo is as a response. The community can provide good concepts that turn into real life items.
So the last thing that I was going to do, thinking about doing a video about, but I think we can just have a moan at the end. And that's the famous maze. So it was difficult last year and drove us completely demented.
Yes, I will say this.
It was even worse this year. It's still dark. Why is it so dark? Why is it so dark?
We load our graphics down to 0. We're both on computers as well. So we load our graphics down to 0. Really good computers.
Yeah.
Roll down the lighting settings to make it brighter. And we had our headlamps.
Yes.
We couldn't, for a very obvious reason. Where the heck is this demented item? Where is it, Patch? Where is that stupid torch?
Oh gosh.
Do you think?
We're like, it's okay. It's going to be dark, but we have our torch. Why are we bending down?
Why? Why are we? That doesn't help anybody.
Is it here on that side with the menu that come up?
Look, it's a spooky story.
Bending down still.
Jump scare.
That's even worse.
Jump scare. Wait, I should. We're going to jump in a second.
Yeah, that's not going to help us.
And then start the light show.
That's not going to help.
And then you got lighting effects.
That's not going to help us.
Hold normally. How is this hold normally?
We wanted it in front.
I wanted it in front.
So
anyway, knowing they gave us a flashlight, we can't use it in the dark maze. But anyway, so we had all these settings done to make it
easier for us,
and it was still pitch black at times. It was incredibly difficult.
So if you've got partial problems with
your sight issue,
you're going to have struggle with that, and it was really hard. And although we got candy in there,
now here's my
there was not one single new item in any of the chests.
Now the thing is, I can hear some people going, "Well, you were just saying earlier about new people joining; they wouldn't have it last year either." Yeah, but here's the thing: add more chests.
Yes,
just more.
Yeah.
So keep all
There's
the old
a long
stuff.
way from one to another as well.
You can have more. Keep as you know. Because you're right. No one would have steampunk wings they joined yesterday.
Exactly. Keep that all the same.
Fine, I don't mind. But move them out of move the steampunk wings out of the final chest, move it to a new chest around them, and then put the witch sleeves at the end, and then just add. It would be nice to have seen some new stuff. Just
4 new chests with new stuff in it, and it didn't have to be something big. It could be a hat, it could be a bag, it could be a different type of broomstick. It could be a lot of things. Yeah. But I think it would have made a big difference to players that play a long time because,
Yeah, and I know there was the new badge, and I'm glad that there was a badge as an incentive to do it.
Yeah.
And there was candy, which was good as well. But I would have liked every chest to have at least some of them just had like an old item in it.
Yes.
There's no new candy.
Yeah, should have had candy in every chest.
Should have at least had candy in every chest.
Yeah.
And I would have liked to have seen some new items in it as another incentive to have done it and just increase the brightness settings.
Yeah. It's just sad that they've worked so hard on everything else, and the front of the main looks really, really good, but when you get into the game and you get past the aesthetics of basically they just coloured it differently, made the butterflies into the bats.
A lot of it was like aesthetic changes.
And it could have been easily
as I said,
even more better just by adding a few different things.
True. Again, we need to say the candy bowl scattered was very good.
Oh, I love the candy
That
bowls.
was a good mechanic.
Right. We
didn't talk about the 2 new quests. Trick or treating in campus,
That
trick
was
or
nice.
treating on
Yeah,
dorms.
that
That's
was good.
cute. That's
That's
nice.
nice.
I keep going on a public serve, like I'm doing like rainy day, not rainy day. So I'm like in next by the pool.
Yeah.
And I come into the dorms, and it's sweet seeing people go around putting their bowls
out
outside
and letting other people take.
It's
That
just
is nice.
It does
Yeah,
brings a
it's
sense
great.
of community.
Yeah, and I do like that.
So I like that a lot. But I think aside from a couple, there's only tiny tweaks of gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
In that regard, there wasn't a new like Halloween game.
No,
because it was the same ghost hunting. It was a maze had been tweaked. It's not
Your
fun. There's the
idea-
thing about the maze. The maze is not fun.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
horrible.
It's not
horrible.
fun.
It drives
No,
us.
the trick or treating is the same, and then they made apple bobbing worse.
So
So
they
what's good?
They could have done like the homework game where you click
I think
up and down and somehow made that into a Halloween. Maybe
could
in a
do like
witchy. And they could have even put it in Wickley Cliffs where one of them
I
booths.
mean, maybe like on the booths, like it's like a spooky fairground game or something.
Or you go over to the train. And it's
and you're
in
lining
there.
stuff up. I don't know, but
something
you can
like that.
You can do some simple game mechanics. Would have been quite nice to have seen. And here's the problem as well: if this had come out on October 1st, I think people would have been saying critiques on. But people were like, why was there a 2-week delay?
Yes.
When they've seen where only everything, the only thing that were different to the gameplay mechanics was the maze was changed.
Yeah.
And no one seems to have really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard, it's frustrating.
It's really difficult.
And then there was the apple bobbing was made worse.
Yeah.
And then you had the benefit, like I said, the candy bowls were new, that was good. They
Yeah.
had the new items in the dorms.
Yeah.
But bar that, it's like people were like, why did you have to wait? Like it was almost 2. Well, I say 2.
Yeah.
It was 11 days, wasn't it? But it was it's the longest time yet for a delay of Royalloween. And I am glad they're extending it into mid-November.
I am as well, because
to
they
make
need
up
up
for
for
that.
it,
And I'm
yeah.
glad they've done that. But it is a real shame that the people didn't. If it came out late, people would think we'd be more forgiving.
Yes.
If there was like a really big reason.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
I think people kind of lacking as to why wasn't it? And to the point where it's like developers, it's coming out every year.
Yeah, it's not as if it's something that's thrown up
Randomly
randomly and they don't know when it's going to happen.
They know
it's
they
the
know
30th, and it's a big thing in the community.
And they know it's going to be the 31st. It's going to be Halloween. You start on October 1st. And so the fact that there was this huge delay, and yet the people didn't see a massive benefit. I mean, I am annoyed about the delay, but I do see benefit. But I know I've heard some people who are very upset about it.
Can I just say that I think the fountain was done well. The stories were good.
Yes.
The way they coloured the different colours.
Yeah.
The spoon. I thought the fountain thing was very good.
Yeah.
And like you say, the halo's really good.
Yeah, and this is another idea. And I mean, it's just an idea to have helped maybe people get older items who can't do the maze, whatever.
Yeah.
A haunted tree with gifts, like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, like a Christmas tree with gifts. You could even donate your unwanted Halloween
How nice
gifts.
would that be? Oh my gosh, here's a great idea, Patch. Donate unwanted items, because you've got a bunch of duplicates now.
Yes, I have. And I should imagine a lot of people who did the maze have as well.
So if we got, here we go. Oh, because yours are at the bottom. I don't know, mine are at the top and yours are at the bottom. So you've got a bunch of duplicates, yeah? So the thing is,
I'm not going to ever
it'd
need
be nice
two
if you could have
Reapers.
donated them to
On the tree.
And then you get a bit of candy in return.
Yeah, a candy every time you donate
Maybe they'll
something.
get
And
candy.
if somebody gets it and they sell it, well, then you've given them diamonds.
Yeah.
And then, they might donate it as well. So
I see.
it's not a problem.
Or you can use the game mechanic. The game might say, like they do the work. It's like, you've already got goggles. Here's 300.
Yeah.
They could say, you've already got dollies. We're not going to give it to you.
Yes.
But they go, you haven't got my dolly yet. Here's my dolly.
Yeah.
So you could do that
nice thing
as a
to do,
mechanic
wouldn't
as
it?
well. It'd be nice of sharing that. Oh my gosh, this is a trick or treat theme. This is a nice treat.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
A nice treat would have been to give away. And that's a whole massive gameplay mechanic though, so that's like not easy to implement or anything, but it's just something that would have been quite nice.
Next year, Royal High, you can do a trick or treat tree for us, a haunted tree for us.
I think that'd be quite nice to donate. So end on a bit of a high, bit of positivity, because I want to say I do love the aesthetics.
I do love the
I don't want to take that
aesthetics
away. And I'm really happy with the new items here. I've really done my dorm out quite nicely here. And I love the trees. Thank you for giving us trees.
Yes, and I'm going to go over and show you my dorm front. And I'm going to
say goodbye.
Say goodbye here.
Because I think we've said everything we wanted to say now.
Yeah, I think we have. So thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you, Spon. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.